Hi guys, Dave here with a new guitar solo tutorial for you. Today we're going to look at Robben Ford's Revelation guitar solo from the album Talk to Your Daughter. Okay, quick overview. The whole song's got a shuffle feel over it, so it's got a bit of a swing, lots of triplets, that sort of thing. It's in the key of G, and for the most part he's playing G major pentatonic and also G minor and blues scales and all those little variations that you come across. Now and again he will change scales depending on some of the chords that happen underneath, but we'll get to those in good time. It's quite a long solo, so I might split this video over a few kind of episodes. We'll see how we go. Okay, first part of the solo. Okay, so that's sliding 17 on the B, then on the E string 15 twice, and then back to 17 on the B. Right, the next bit's on the G string. We're going to 14th fret, we're going to bend up a half step, then back down to 14, then hammer pull off 12, 14, 12, and then 14 on the D, back to 12 on the G, stay on the G, we're going to hammer 12 to 14. Like that. Right, next phrase, on the G string, we're going to hammer pull off 14, 15, 14, 12. Then pick 14 again. Then 12 on the B, bend up a half step and release. Then 10, slide down to 8. Like so. Okay, here we have on the B string, we're going to hammer pull off 6, 8, 6, and then 7 on the G. These are in 16th notes as well, so 4 to a beat. Then we're going to hammer pull off 5, 6, 5 on the G, and then play 8 on the D. And then on the D string, we're going to go 5, 3, and then 5 on the A, and then 3. Like so. Then the last phrase. Right. Starting on the A, we're going to go 5, sliding to 7. This next bit's a triplet, so slide 7, 5 on the D, back to 7A, and then sliding to 9 on the D, and then 7, 9 on the G. Like that. Then the next triplet, we've got 8B, 7G, and then 10, going to bend up a half step. Then we're going to go pull off 10, 8 on the B, and then we're going to pull off 10, 7 on the G, then 10 on the D, then 7 on the G, and then 8 on the D, bend up a half step. So that whole phrase like so. Okay, the next section. Nice little pentatonic lick here. So starting on the G string, bend 5 up a whole step, then 3B, 3E, and then pull off 6 to 3 on the B. Like that. Next bit, we're going to bend up just a half step on the G string at the 5th fret, then repick 5, then 3, then 5, then 3B, 3G, and 5D. Like that. Okay, next phrase. So we're going to go like this. So it's 7 on the A, 5D, then there's a ghost note on, I think it's the A string, doesn't really matter. It's just a muted note. And then 5 on the D again. Like that. Then we're going to go 7, 5 on the D, then slide into 8. Then go back to 7, then 5, 7, and then 5, bit of vibrato, and then 7 again. Like that. Like that. Okay, now the next bit's over a B7 altered chord, usually like a sharp 9 or something like that. And so he kind of breaks out of the pentatonic box just for a little bit. And he plays a little bit of a B major arpeggio there. So that is 4G, 4B, then 2 on the E. And then he works his way up chromatically. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he's going to bend up a whole step on the 6th fret and release, and then pull off onto 3. So when he does that bend, he might be doing it with his little finger just to enable the stretch. Robben Ford tends to use his little finger an awful lot when he's playing. So quite likely he's done it like that. So pull off, then 3 on the B, back to 3 on the E, and then pull off 6, 3 on the B. Like that. Then moves position. So that's 9 on the G, 8 on the B, and he does this little slide pull off thing. So he slides from 10, 11 back to 10, and then pulls off onto 8, like that. Then plays 10 again, slides into 12, and then back to 8. All of that on the B string. Okay. Again, this is happening over like a B7 altered chord, and first bit's kind of G major pentatonic, but then it kind of goes into a little bit of a diminished sort of idea, especially the last bit. So anyway, the notes are slide into 7 on the E, and then on the B we go 8, 10. Then we're going to go 8 on the E, 10 B, back to 7 on the E. Then on the E string we pull off 11 to 8, and then 10. Okay, next phrase. Okay, so for that, we're on the 12th fret of the E, we bend up a half step, do it twice, and then release it on the second one, pull off onto 10, and then we go 13B, 10E, and then 11 on the B, and give it a little kind of quarter tone bend. Great little phrases these. Okay. I'm getting it up to there, so we're going to go a bit like it right at the start of the solo. We slide into 17 on the B, then 15 twice on the E, then we're basically just going to go down a kind of a blues scale. So for that, that's 18, 15, then a little half step bend on the 17th fret of the G, then 17 normally, 15, and then on the D, 17, 15, and then 17, 16 on the A, and then for the next part of the lick, deceptively tricky to play this actually. This is happening over an A minor chord and he's playing a C major arpeggio. So that's 15 on the A, 14, 17 on the D. Then he's going to slide into a little double stop. That's 15 B and 16 G. Then 17 on the D, and then I just bar across and play 17 on the B and G strings, and then slide into the other double stop, 15 B, 16 G, then 17 D, 17 A, and then on the A string we're going to go 15, 17, and then slide into 14. Like that. I'm going to go 12G, 14A, 12G. And then to finish off, on the 14th fret of the G, you're going to bend and release a half step. So that phrase, that last phrase, a great lick, but quite tricky. I find that one took me a bit of practice to get that up to speed.